Yeah, been up north when they ratted. Anyway, I felt them, helped them, put them on lock, seat belt them, took them out to Belgium. Welcome, bitches this pretty, that's seldom. This box better than the box he was held in. I'm on my D in the outer. I call him daddy like Dowders. He like it when I get drunk, but I like it when he be sober. That's
Hi exclusives, welcome back to another video on my channel. It's your girl Kamoni Moné back doing another video for y'all today. Y'all already read that title, so y'all already know what this video is going to be about. It's going to be the story time of the time where my friend had sex with my dude and I pulled up and tried to fight her. Like, it was that serious. Like, somebody gonna be like, it wasn't that deep, but really it was that deep. Cause like, bitch, you got me bent. Like, over mines, I'm gonna tap that ass. Like, real life, over mines, I'll tap your ass. Before I even get into this video, I wanna say Happy New Year's to all y'all because I know I haven't spoken to y'all since 2020. So we in 2021, we coming with it like banger after banger. I don't wanna shit else. Cause if you say anything else, you're fucking lying. Second off, don't mind my nail. I broke it. I'm gonna go get it fixed tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I know for a fact I'm gonna get it fixed before I leave for school, and I leave for school in like 6 days. So like, I'm really scared right now. So yeah, but that's not why y'all came for this video. Like that's not why y'all came for it. So yeah, but before I even get into this video, I need y'all to make sure y'all give this bitch a big thumbs up. Comment down below how you would have reacted or how you feel about the situation. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can be part of the exclusive gang, okay? And that's on period. And also make sure you're following me on my social media. It'll be description box down below as well as my business page. So y'all go check that out, okay? So before I even get into this bitch for real, I'm going to make a disclaimer. This video is not to bash nobody. It is not to start up no old beef. It is not to do none of that. This is just for me to tell the story. I realized I could have told the story like right after it happened. But I'm like, nah, I'm going to give it some time, you know, to marinate, you know. Let it just, you know, cool off. Plus, I ain't seen none of these bitches since I really tried to fight them and shit. So, it don't matter. But, yeah. Also, I don't be dropping people's names because you bitches not getting no clout off me. You're not. It's like, oh, my daughter. You're not getting no clout. Let me stop. But, so, I need y'all to make sure y'all got y'all popcorn, y'all chips, y'all drinks, something. Because I'm about to be giving, like, real life tea. Like, that is. This situation happened. This happened my senior year. Yeah, it happened my senior year. Anybody that know me for real knows that, like, I graduated from school early. So, I was really only in school for one semester my senior year. So, the dude that I was messing with, we gonna call him Titan. I don't know. I just never talked to a Titan or nothing like that. So we gonna call dude Titan. It's actually two girls I tried to fight in this story. So one of them, we gonna call her as a fucking hot pocket. That's what we gonna call her as. The other girl, we gonna call her as hot Cheetos. I don't know why. These names is not going together. I swear to God, these names is not for. So yeah. You got Titan, you got Hot Cheetos, you got Hot Pocket. More people y'all need to know. Some of them really only show up at the beginning, so y'all don't really got to pay much attention to their name, but y'all got to pay attention to their role in the story. Y'all feels? Okay, cool. So other Candy's in the story time as well. If y'all know who Candy is, y'all need to go check out my other story time so y'all know who she is. Because therefore, I'm not going to just tell y'all, because y'all need to go watch my video so y'all can know. Like, come on now. And there's two more girls. One of them, we're going to call her Rainbow. And then the other one, we're gonna call her as Lemon. I don't know. These some weird names, y'all. Really, majority of them is food. Except for the dude name. But that's about as good as it get. Alright, boom, y'all know the names. Alright. So this day, I used to work at Chipotle. And Chipotle food low-key bang. Like, that's my favorite fucking place. But I used to work at Chipotle. So I had the night shift. Because I used to like go to school, get off, get on the bus, and go to my job. So this day I had to work, getting ready to close, and I had my phone on me because, bitch, who finna go without their phone? Like, I need my shit. Like, I need my shit on me, like, white on rice, like that ass. I'm at work, whatever, this, and the third. So I got a phone call from Candy. Mad cool, like, we was dead ass like sisters. So, you know, it was never really abnormal for her to call me and shit. She was like, oh, why did Lemon just tell me that Titan and Hot Pocket had sex? Now, let me explain this to y'all, like, before y'all even get, like, okay, like, what does that mean? Okay, so, and we started talking in, like, October, like, 2018. So, this happened in 2019. So, me and him got talking, whatever. I had, like, one of my other friends put me on with him because I'm like, you know, he light-skinned. He was on the football team. You know, motherfuckers look good. Like, I love me a little light skin. I'm sorry. But, you know, at the time, like, that's really what I be fucking with. He was talking, we was messing around. This man had asked me, he asked me for a threesome. And I don't like sharing. I don't even share my food. Like, I couldn't share a fry with you. Like, dead ass. I'm so... Like, he was talking about he wouldn't have a threesome. And mind you, this was like the year I had already lost my shit. So I'm like, I really don't want to share nothing. Like, his birthday was coming up. I'm like, okay, the one thing he could get could be a threesome. Like, I don't know why I was so willing to do that. Like, good thing I didn't, because bitches would have been killed. Me and Hot Pocket was real cool. Me and Lemon actually was like real cool. And like, we was real cool our freshman and sophomore year. We kind of fell off a little bit junior and senior because she had shit going on. And it was like personal shit. So like, I don't really press no friendship with nobody when they really going through like some shit. Like, it's cool. You can keep your distance, whatever. That's fine. She was one of my best friends when I was a freshman and when I was a sophomore. So like, me and her was like mad close, whatever. Then you had Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that bitch. Hot Pocket and Hot Cheetos, I actually was like very close with once I got to high school. Like, I used to go to their house. Like, I used to stay the night. I used to be there for like a week and then go home for like a couple days, come back, stay another week, stuff like that. So like, I was mad cool with them, you know, whatever. I very first met all these females, like, they was like soft ass females. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, like, I'm a tough ass female. I'm not no tough ass female. But I know like a motherfucker not gonna disrespect me multiple times and get away with the shit. Like, we're gonna have to fight or something. And they was just like them type of females, they'll just let somebody pick with them, stuff like that. And but then you be talking mad hard. Like, come on now. You real life punk. All of them. Like, I was mad close with them. I knew about their personal business. I know about their family. I know about their problems, all that shit. Alright, cool. Hot Pocket, mind you, this girl told me she was gay. So I'm like, okay, you gay. You know, might do want a threesome. I'm mad close with you. I'd rather do it with somebody I'm comfortable with. Like, what? I'd rather do it with a female I'm comfortable with and who I know than some random bitch who don't owe me shit. Like, who don't owe me not a lick, not a can of paint, nothing. The threesome never happened. Me and him had ended up start talking. You know, we really wasn't on the best of terms. But I had mentioned the threesome in 2018. 2019, I wasn't going for it. Like, it was, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like if you're planning to have a threesome, I feel like all three people should be having some type of communication. It wouldn't be as awkward. I wasn't saying like, oh, bitch, go kick it with my man. No, because I will beat your ass. Like, don't do that. We talked for like a month, and then we stopped talking completely, like for the whole month of November back in 2018. So then we ended up started back talking in December of 2018. But I guess throughout that whole month, like, him and her was still being cool, which I'm like, okay, that's fine, because I know what's mine. I'm going to come back and get that ass. Like, come on now, stop playing with a real bitch. Like, he's mine. Like, he's not going nowhere. So, psych! The threesome thing was mentioned in 2018. The situation happened November 2019 at work. And that's when Candy was like, oh, why did Lemon just tell me that Titan and Hot Pocket had sex? You talking about they did what? I get with somebody like, oh, well, you was willing to have a threesome. A threesome, 3 people, me, him, and her. The her part could have been cut off. The me and him part could have really stayed. But like, what are you talking about? Like, you wildin'. You dead ass wildin' right now. I'm about to get heated. Well, Candy tells me, she's like, oh yeah, me and Lemon was in the car. We was kicking it, whatever. And Lemon, I guess my name had got brought up in that conversation. And Lemon ended up telling that Hot Pocket said that her and Titan had sex. So at this point, I'm heated, I'm teed, I'm ready to clock out. I hurry up, I leave, whatever, woo. Because at this point, I need answers, sweetheart. I need answers. I'm calling people, I'm texting, like, somebody needs to answer me. So I call all 3 of their ass. So I call them, whatever, woo, this and the third. Then I call him. So as soon as he answered, he's like, oh, what's up? I'm like, so you and Hot Pocket had sex? About what are you talking about? What is that third? Like, nigga, what is you talking about? Did y'all have sex? Yes or no? Like, dead ass. Like, I'm bent on my son. You got me bent like a Bentley on Sesame Street. I swear to God. Like, what? He keep talking about, like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, like, did you have sex with her? Like, I'm not gonna tell him who told me. Like, nigga, did you have sex with her? Yes or no? And then this nigga started laughing. What is funny? I will punch you through the phone on purpose by accident. Stop playing with me. Oh, so I hang up on his ass. Because now you got me bent and you got me blue. And I'm going to take it as you laughing as if, yeah, it happened and I'm a fucking joke. That's how I'm going to see it now. I didn't talk to none of their ass the rest of that day. I'm going to get my answers tomorrow then, since motherfuckers apparently cannot answer me. The next day, I end up getting like a text or whatever. I'm gonna put in all the screenshots and stuff because I've been having these screenshots in my phone for like mad long. I had texted him and I texted Hot Pocket like, this really what we on, like this what we doing. And I didn't get no response from Hot Pocket at all. Lemon, I kind of was blowing up her phone, but it was like, wasn't no point in me blowing up her shit as bad as I was blowing up they shit. Whatever, the next day, I don't remember the exact days, y'all. So don't quote me on these days, but y'all can see the screenshots and the dates in them. The next time I had spoke to Lemon or whatever, she had texted me like, oh, you tried to call me, whatever, woo, this and the third. I tried to call her ass again. And then we ended up having like a whole, I don't even remember if we was on the phone, we had the conversation, or if it was through text. But we ended up having a conversation. I'm like, dude, you bogus as hell. Like, you were my friend first. And on top of that, you moving like that. And you gonna keep a secret like this from me. You be my friend. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's some clown ass shit. Like, that is. He was like, oh, you know, it wasn't supposed to be like that. Hot Pocket was going through some stuff and everybody had turned on her. I don't give a damn if Obama, his mama, and his damn dog turned on you. That ain't got shit to do with me. I swear to God, like, you dead ass got me tight right now. That is not an excuse. That is her problem. That ain't got shit to do with me. Whatever your loyalty has with me. Because I tell all my friends, if someone is cheating on you and you messing with them and I find out, I'm gonna let you know. About shit. I don't want your nigga. I don't want your lifestyle. I don't want your money. I don't want shit from you. All I need is your loyalty the same way you would want loyalty from me. Let a dude be cheating on me. Let me know. Let me know. I need some. Because I'm only like right on right. So I'm about to be Captain Detective in this bitch. I'm about to dead ass be on his social media. I'm about to tell him, oh, let's link up. As soon as we link up, let me see your phone. Like, I don't do the cheating. I trust all the way till you give me a reason not to trust. Third, bitch, you can really go about your day. Like, that ass, like, take a couple steps that way. Because you're blowing me. So, at this point now, I'm waiting for Hot Pocket. Because we was at school and, like, all this shit was happening. Ooh, now, mind you, I had already been texting her, like, before. I don't have the messages. I know for a fact I don't have the messages. Because I was mad heated, like, when the shit happened. So, after I texted her, I deleted all our conversations. Because I was like, bitch, you mean nothing to me. But I should have kept them. But, yeah, y'all gonna still see, like, I still was getting into it, bitches. So I'm dead ass waiting for her to come to school because I'm like, at this point, we need to have a talk before I really lay hands on you. Because over him, I was going to fight this bitch. Like, it's only niggas that's my nigga that I will put hands on another bitch about them. Like, mind y'all, Titan did not go to our school. He went to school in the city. So I'm really trying to figure out, when did y'all have time to do this? Like, dead ass, when did y'all have time to do this? Because me and him was talking on and off the whole 2019, but I'm finding this shit out. So when did y'all have time to do this? I need to know this, like, dead ass, before I really start getting hot. I was waiting. I was telling my little shorties, whatever, you know, I can name them because they not worried. Like, I never had no problem with anything. So, you know, Carla, Karenny, Dorothy, Isabella, you know, all of them. You know, I was cool with all of them, and I was cool with some other people too. You know, my shorties, I ain't forget about the other ones. You know, I still love y'all. I still know y'all names. I still, you know, y'all still, you know, y'all still my babies for life, you know, forever. I was cool with a lot of people, but the people I was like, I usually sat with every day, like, I started telling them about what was going on. I'm not going to say which one of them told me because ain't nobody finna go after none of them, and that's on my son. Fuck is you talking about? Like, ain't nobody finna go towards them, nothing. None of them get to telling me, like, oh, she tried to do the same thing to me. Now, I'm like, what you mean? Funny thing about the situation was Hot Pocket had snaked Candy. Actually, Hot Pocket and Hot Cheetos had snaked Candy. There's a supposed rumor about motherfuckers having threesomes with other females, like exes or like first bodies and stuff. Like, bitch, y'all foul as fuck for that shit. But this y'all friend. Y'all sit dead smack in the face and like y'all sit in this girl face, but y'all low-key fucking on her dude her old dude, like, that's lame as hell. Like that, and then on top of that, I used to peep when Hot Pocket get around, like, our friends' brothers or whatever, or, like, if one of us was in a relationship and we bring, like, our person around, she'd start getting real friendly and real clingy to their ass. I need you to uncling that ass before my foot ends up in your ass. And I tell y'all, she did this to all her fucking friends. I'm like, bro, you're sick as fuck. These are all people you claim, oh, they're your sister, they're your best friend, they're this, that, and third, but you going and trying to have sex and mess with they dudes or they girlfriends and stuff like that. Like, come on now. Like, you can't get your own. Did you need me to put you on? Because, like, it's a couple niggas, you know, she wasn't, I ain't gonna lie. She was pretty, but, you know, she had so much baggage. Like, it was just so much that came with her. That was just like, did you really want to put yourself in that situation? Too much. Like, I don't care. I can speak on whoever the fuck I want to. So, like, she just overdid her part, like, a lot. And she just acted like something she really wasn't. Once I find out information about how she, like, how this ain't her first time, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm turned. Like, I'm dead ass turned now. Because now you do this shit to everybody. I'm like, this ass whooping you should receive should be for all them people who didn't tap that ass. I felt like that was fair. Like, that wasn't fair. Like, y'all, was that fair? I think it was fair. It was fair to me. She ends up coming into the thing. So at this point, she know I'm heated. I'm starting to punch shit. And everybody know me. When I was in school, like, I don't condone anybody that do this. But when I was in school and I got mad, the first thing I'm doing is punching something. And I didn't want to hit nobody kid because we automatically got 3-day suspension if you fought, period. Even if you was fighting back because somebody tried to jump you or something, like, you got suspended too. And on top of that, a lot of them kids was scary and as police as fuck, and y'all gonna call the police. I don't have time for them. I ain't never been in jail. I ain't never even went through the booking process. Like, so I don't have time for that, especially not for beating your ass. Like, come on now. Like, you could have just took this ass whooping like a champ. Went about your day. She come in the cafeteria, whatever. So I'm like, so you messed with my dude, whatever. She's like, oh yeah. You got balls bigger than your motherfucking head. I swear to God. I was also on probation at school. I say probation. First of all, I was on academic probation. They had me on academic probation. And then they had it to where I wasn't on probation, but it was like 3 strikes you out type shit. Because I was always not listening. I was always cussing out some type of faculty. I was always hitting shit. Like, I don't know. I was just so mad. Like, I was always cussing out authority. You know, whenever I got confronted about some shit and they talk about they finna go tell my mom or whatever, it made me more irritated. And I start cussing their ass out again. Like, I was leaving. I wasn't one of them kids that was just ditching school and didn't give a fuck about school. No. I came to school, I did all that. But I did have my days where, you know, I ditched, you know, I go ditch class or, like, whatever. I really wasn't no bad kid, but I was on, like, 3 strikes you out type shit. And they told me one more strike, they was going to kick me out and put me in alternative school. And then they told me I wasn't going to be able to graduate correctly and all this stuff. So I'm like, I can't touch no person. I can't fight nobody in school. I dead ass can't fight nobody on school property at all. Or they going to charge me. They already told me they was going to charge me. And I was going to be kicked out of school. And I ain't had time like that, especially in my senior year. Like, that's so dumb if you get kicked out your senior year. Telling me this, all that, and this thing. I'm like, bitch, you fake as fuck. You snaked, you know, so-and-so. I'm like, bro, you snake so-and-so. You snake Candy. Like, you just lame as fuck. Like, you don't never want something that's yours. You start getting into it with one of my shorties, but you don't want to get into it. I'm going to get tough with one of my shorties because they told me you snaked them. I get ready to start throwing shit. I'm like, okay, let me remove myself because I know if I want to fight her, I can't fight her right now. Security was looking dead at me. And I promise y'all, this situation happened like literally days after the Bambi situation. They own me like white on rice because they know that I'm like, at this point, I don't give a fuck because I'm just trying to fight bitches. I ended up leaving the cafeteria. When I tell y'all, after I confronted that girl that one time, I barely saw her ass the rest of the fucking week. I didn't see her after that. Like, and we had a whole class together. She was ditching class because she was hiding from me. All this, that, and the third. Once I found out, like, what type of snake Hot Pocket was, I go and I find Hot Cheetos. I didn't have no problem with her. And I'm trying to tell her, like, hey, look, your friend lucky a thought. Like, watch your dude, because Hot Cheetos had just gotten a relationship with a dude. And I'm like, he's not ugly. So I'm already knowing she gonna try to push it. And she be at her house all the time. You think if your nigga there and you leave the room for 2 seconds, she not gonna try to get real cozy and start asking questions that really ain't none of her fucking business? I'm trying to be a good friend, okay? I'm trying to warn this bitch, like, this bitch is a snake. She's going to try to get your dude. I look for hot Cheetos. I find her. So, first off, I was sitting on the cafeteria table. You know, I'm kicking it with my friends, whatever. And I really didn't listen, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all how I act in school, it sounded like I was the worst kid. But, like, I was smart. I just hate authority. Like, I just real life hate authority. They just do too much. I'm sitting on the table, whatever, I'm chilling, and I see hot Cheetos in the hallway. So I tell one of my shorties, I'm like, hey, go tell her, you know, tell her come check it out. Like, I need to speak on her. So the way our school cafeteria was, it was like a big ass circle, and it's clear. Like, when I say clear, it's like, it's just glass. So you could see who's on the other side of the thing, like, no problem. So hot Cheetos, like, walk in the hallway. So once I told my shorty, like, hey, go tell her come in, they come in the thing, and they're like, oh, she said she's not coming in here. I said, for what? Like, what are you scared? Like, you scared? Like, it's not that, like, you scared of me. I'm like, I ain't got no problem with you, but I'm trying to figure out, like, what you scared if I'm telling you to come here. She don't want to come here. I look dead smack at her through the fucking glass, and I'm, like, motioning for her to come here. She's like, she's shaking her head no, like, she's scared. All right, bitch, I'm gonna come meet you then. Because apparently, we're not getting nowhere. On the hallway, and I'm like, oh, so you wasn't trying to come in there, whatever. She was like, oh, she's not really giving me no answer. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, well, I'm just here to let you know that your friend's a thought. And on top of that, you should watch out for your dude because she's going to try to pull it because she's supposedly having sex with my dude. She over here flirting with other people, dude, trying to get, like, you doing too much. You really getting out your element for real. My Cheetos is like, oh, yeah, I already know. Like, my dad said to watch out, you know, with her around. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, she got an understanding. We kept going about our day. I know when someone's scared of me. Like, I get the energy that you're scared of me. And it don't be that deep. Like, I'm not no scary ass bitch. And I'm not no person you should feel like, oh my gosh, she's going to do this to me. Like, no, I'm not one of them type of females. But if you do piss me off, it's a whole different side that, like, I really try to keep away from people. Because that's so negative. Like, who wants to be negative? Fighting is not cute. But when bitches how you, like, fucked up, I think it's beautiful. Like, I'm getting the vibe that, like, she's scared of me when I'm talking to her. I'm like, dude, I'm not even gonna do nothing to you, nothing. Like, I just got a vibe she was scared of me. And then you acting like that before we even had the conversation. So I'm gonna guess that you're scared of me. I really don't know what happened, but I know I told somebody, I'm like, bro, shorty's scary. They was like, oh, why you say that? Listen to that. I'm like, because when I tried to literally speak to her, she just seemed like she was scared of me. Like, what are you scared of me for? It's scary. Plus, females had already been beating her ass before. So, like, you really scary. I'm really not somebody you want to get into it with. Oh, me and her actually had a conversation in messages. Because I was asking her, like, oh, yeah, like, where your friend at? Like, type shit. Because I did not see Hot Pocket after that confrontation. I did not see her ass. I just saw Hot Cheetos, and I will always see Hot Cheetos, but where the fuck is Hot Pocket? Y'all lesbian, I'm telling like white on rice. Where the fuck is your friend? She's like, oh, my friend's not with me, you know, woo, I'm at work, this, then the third. So I'm, all right, cool, whatever. Let me know whenever. So, I guess somebody told her that I call her scary. So then she texted me like that, and I'm like, bro, you're scared of me, like, all this, that, and the third. Basically, like, oh, you wasn't acting like you was gonna do something when you approached me, bitch, because I didn't have no problem with you. I don't have no problem with you, but you're scared of me. So it was a simple thing. Like, if you wanted to prove a point and, you know, tried to, you know, stand your ground and, you know, throw them bitches, like, we could do that. That ain't shit. Like, we could definitely do that. It's not nothing, baby. It's not. It's like, find somebody else to play with. Find something safe for you to do. At that point, me and Hot Cheetos was into it. And I'm into it with Hot Pocket. Tell y'all, these bitches, I did not know where the fuck they was. Do the whole week. First off, me and Hot Pocket had a whole class together. Just so she wouldn't have to see me. I'm like, dude, what? But this bitch, when I tell y'all, she was going around telling people who I don't even speak to like that. Oh, she did it. She don't care. How, what else this bitch say? Like, they were just telling me like, oh, she said she don't care about what she did. She not scared of me. She'll fight me. Or this, that, and the third. Around saying this to everybody but me, and you not trying to fight for real. Trying to fight, whatever. I even told Hot Cheetos, like, if y'all want to fight in, like, a trailer park or something, like, we can get it popping, because we had a trailer park literally right next to our school, and everybody typically went there to fight, because you're not on school property, you on somebody else's property. But it was just like, bitch, if you really want to get into it, we can deadass get into it. Like, it's nothing to a pimp. It's nothing. Eventually, I did end up confronting Hot Pocket again once I saw her, because this girl, when I tell you, this girl was hiding from me. She was in counselor's office. She was in dean's office. She was hiding in other people's classrooms and shit. Bitch, you that scared of me? I already said I can't fight this bitch on school property, especially because of the incident I had just had. But we could definitely get this bitch on the cracking outside of school. Like, I have no problem. And I know where both them bitches had lived, so it was really never an issue. I just didn't want to take it that far to where I had to go to people's house. Because I know that's mad disrespectful. Unless, like, you really just don't give a fuck. I had finally saw Hot Pocket again. She was sitting right next to security. Girl, you're scary. Like, you're dead ass scary. My other shorties, I'm like, hey, go tell her, come check it out. You know, whatever. Because they was already going asking questions. So when they had went to go ask questions, I guess she told them that she did it because she originally wanted head and it went too far. Bitch, who are you talking to? First off, my man's tongue is not going on no other bitch cootie cat off. You got me bent like a belly with that SeaWorld down there. I really need you to bag back. Like, I was so ready to swing off her. It wasn't even funny at that point. I'm basically like, bitch, you proud that you saying this? Like, it's cute. It's not. I'm like, okay, so when did this happen? She was like, oh, you know, it happened last November. Me and him was not talking in November of 2018. And this all happening in 2019. I'm like, okay, so this happened in 2018. November 2018. We in November 2019. Why the fuck didn't somebody tell me this over this whole course of the year? Y'all got me going the whole year looking like a dummy. A dummy messing with a nigga that I'm like, find all this out, and I'm getting real fucking heated. I think I started throwing shit for real. Because mind you, I can't touch her in school. Like, I can't touch her on school grounds. My deans was already, like, peeping out the thing when it came to me. Like, they was trying to get updates on me because they knew I didn't give a fuck. Like, at this point, I really didn't give a fuck. Now, this bitch is still telling people that, you know, she's not scared of me. She want to fight. So I'm trying to tell her that, like, I want to fight, and she still don't want to fight. Then another girl came in the picture, and that's Rainbow. Me, Hot Cheetos, and Hot Pocket is all seniors. Lemon's a senior too, but she not relevant right now. He and Titan graduated out of high school, so they going. Rainbow was a freshman. Rainbow ends up getting involved because she had a conversation with Hot Cheetos, and she said Hot Cheetos was coming off like real crazy. Like, she was talking like she was about to really beat somebody's ass. And she talked to people like people scared of her. Baby, when I tell y'all, these females is from the suburbs. I'm from the suburbs, and I have no problem saying it. But these bitches is from white-ass suburbs talking about, oh, I'm from Chicago. I'm about that life, bro. Bitches got they got AK-47s tatted on their middle finger. Like, bitch, did you even shoot it? Did you even hold an AK? How much it weigh? How much kickback it got? I'll blow this motherfucker from 50 feet away. How far will I hear it? How much did it cost? Getting it from a good nigga, how much really costs? If you not about that life, you don't live that life. Stop acting like it. Like, and I ask bitches, like, so you from Chicago? They like, yeah, we from Chicago. You know, we from the, what side? Bitches get silent. Oh, okay. Maybe I got your shit fucked up. Okay. I won't ask you that. So, like, what's the cross streets? You know the cross streets? But you from Chicago? Get your clown ass the fuck on. Mad tough. They was acting like they was really about that. Come on now. It's still videos out here of y'all getting y'all ass beat. Y'all getting treated by niggas. Like, come on now. Act like you got it. Fuck is you talking about? Live your truth. Don't try to live somebody else's truth, because that ass is not working for y'all. But when Hot Cheetos get into it, so at this point, I'm like, well, shit, it's nothing for, you know, me and Hot Pocket to get our ones, because I want to tap that bitch ass. And you can get your ones with Hot Cheetos. Hot Cheetos was not trying to fight Rainbow. I'm like, come on now, she a whole freshman. Like, you acting like you scared of a freshman? I'm like, well, shit, we can really get it on and popping. Like, it's nothing. Like, y'all bitches is kind of dodging, you know, this little thing. Get into it on social media. I direct bitches by their name. If we get into it, I'm directing you by your name. I don't do the whole subliminal posts. I don't do the whole, oh, well, you know, it's somebody. I ain't gonna say no names, though. No, I don't do that. Once we get into it, if I get into it with a bitch, once it go to social media, we will never be cool again. Cool. Like, All right, cool. I'm already knowing. Like, these bitches really not gonna try to fight me at school. I'm just gonna catch that ass, you know, one of these days after school. Like, I'm getting tired of these bitches ducking and dodging, but they're talking shit on social media. At this point, everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows that I want to fight this girl. So it's getting heated. Everybody trying to figure out like when I'm gonna do it, you know, when is it gonna happen so they could be there. Like, no, I don't need all the attention. Y'all ass nosy. And I'm already knowing I'm gonna get expelled from school if everybody see the shit. I was really talking about it. I wasn't talking about it around the deans, around any faculty, none of that shit. Because I'm already knowing they snitching. Like, they dead ass snitching. They about to start grabbing kids. Like, oh, so is there an issue? Like, all this and that. And the dean had already snatched me up and was like, oh, is there a problem? I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like, oh, well, I heard you and Hot Pocket, you know, had an issue. No, we don't. I don't have no issue with her. I don't know what you're talking about. Nigga, this ain't your fucking business. Mind the business that pay you. Like,
Me, ma'am. Excuse me. You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
was you finna save her from this ass whooping? Was you finna fight for her? No? Okay, then shut the fuck up. Like, come on now, that is. That was the only time any authority really asked me about the situation. And I told them, like, no, it's not no problem. So I'm trying to figure out how it went from that to these bitches going on a story, talking about some, oh, how you talking about you in a fight, but you telling or you snitching. Bitch, who snitched? She say that shit. I'm all it's up the day she said it, I had already came to school with like my change of clothes because I'm like, nah, I'm tired of these bitches running. I'ma just fight them after school. Like, that was the plan. I promise you. I came to school, I think, in some jeans and like something else. When I tell you, when I left school, I had on some leggings, a sweatshirt, and it had snow all over the ground, ice all over the ground and stuff. So I'm like, I guess bitches gonna be having to fight in the street, but I don't give no fuck. I want to fight this bitch. Like, okay, I already told y'all, like, my original plan was, okay, I came to school with my clothes so that after school I could go change stuff. Now, I sat in ISS the whole day. You know, whatever. Me and Rainbow had actually been in ISS the whole day. Because we basically got to choose if we went in there. I just like being in there. Them kids was not cute to look at in my school. You had a couple of them that was cute, but then you had the other ones that was like, bitch, you should have stayed at home. You not it. I'm sorry. It was some of y'all that was cute. You know, they went to my school. You know, if you knew you was cute, you know, y'all was cute. The ones that was ugly, you knew you was ugly. I'm sorry. You knew you was ugly. But you had potential. You have potential. So I'll give you that, you know. I still love y'all too. A little bit, but yeah. Oh, whatever. I just didn't want to be in class that day, and I already knew I was getting heated because I'm arguing with these bitches on social media. At this point, I think I either blocked them or they blocked me. Other people sending me screenshots and shit of what these bitches are saying on their story. Like, you bitches is really bugging. Like, y'all really want to fight. I want to fight y'all, but I don't know if y'all really want to fight me that bad. I really don't know if y'all want to fight me that bad. Niche message popped up. I said, oh, yeah, it's one of them. These bitches was so scary. Mind you, how did I supposedly snitch, but you're not on school property no more? They literally came to school. We was only at school for at least like 3 hours. Really, it was like only 2 hours. We was only in school for like 2 hours. Y'all came to school. Y'all was on school property. So I'm trying to figure out how y'all come on school property. And then y'all make this post, but y'all not on school property no more. As soon as I see the snitch message, I told the teacher, I said, oh, can I go to the bathroom? He said, yeah. I grabbed my backpack. I went to the bathroom. I changed. Hey, but he kind of knew something was up. But I'm not finna snitch on myself. You got me bent. So I beat that bitch ass. Y'all won't know nothing. Y'all won't. That happened. And at this point, I'm like, okay, where these bitches at? So I guess they had posted another story talking about, like, what's the word? And they wasn't at school no more. They was, I guess, going to Hot Cheetos or Hot Pocket House, whichever. I'm like, oh, okay, these bitches talking about I'm scary and how I'm a snitch, but you left school talking about I'm a snitch. And when I told you, did you want to fight? You talking about you don't want to fight. Or you talking XYZ type shit. Like, what are you talking about? That was cool or whatever, because I know he had traffic. I'm like, I need a favor. He like, what's the favor? I'm like, hey, I need you to pick me up from school, take me to this bitch house so I could beat her ass. He like, all right, cool, you know, I'm gonna let you know when I'm done, you know, and I'm on my way. I'm all right, cool. I sent him to Eddie, whatever, and he ended up hitting me back up, and he like, all right, I'm on my way, like, whatever, this and that. So I started grabbing my shit, whatever. Me and her is going to fight these bitches. So I wasn't coming back to school. I knew if I leave school, I ain't coming back. And I know I'm gonna tell somebody. And it's gonna get to the deans. Cause I already know somebody was gonna have to know that bitch got her ass whooped. They was gonna have to know. Other than when they saw her and she was gonna have that big ass noggin on her motherfucking head. But I want them to know at that second. Or whatever, he come pull up. Me and Rainbow get in the car. No, like I told y'all before, I know where these bitches live. I done been inside your house. I know what the fuck your inside and outside your house look like. So stop playing with me. We pull up to Hot Cheeto's house first because that's usually where everybody kind of hung out at. So I'm going there. I'm knocking at the door. Couldn't be no more than like an hour or less than from when they making these posts talking about I'm a snitch and like what's the word, all this, that, and third. Nobody's fucking answering. All right, cool. Let's go to Hot Pocket House. This dude come out. And I know the kids that went to my school. I'm not stupid. I paid attention to all them, even though some of their ass was... So, it was like a dude from my school. He come out the thing, and Hot Pocket got brothers. One of her brothers had went to school with me. So, like, we had went to school, all of us. So, we basically knew him. This dude walk out, and we like, hey, who in the house? He like, oh, it's just Hot Pocket brother. I'm like, nah, go back in there and check again. Or whatever, well, he asked Hot Pocket brother. He like, nah, she not her. I feel like he's lying for his sister.
Just let him know she be sucking dick and she fucking other people, nigga. And she...
Cool. I'm gonna leave you be. Or she wasn't really there. So I'm like, you know, I'm getting real heated. I'm like, nah, let's go back to Hot Cheeto house. I'm getting a vibe day over there. Go back over there. Rainbow got out the car. I got back out the car again. I had a fly swat that I had found in the snow. I picked that bitch up. I'm smacking it against the windows and shit. Like, it really wasn't doing nothing but hell. I was just being extra.
You know, the 15-year-old, you don't want to fight. You don't want to go down. I'm here. Don't fight me. I can fight. There's no missing friends. Don't up. Bitch, we're here. You said we know where your house is. Bitch, I'm not gonna...
So, I'm doing on 7/3 and nobody's fucking answering. I'm calling, I'm damn, like, bitch, it's really not about it because you're not answering your phone or nothing. But you was just talking real crazy not even 2 hours ago. I'm like, you know, like, y'all bitches really blowing me. So I tell Rainbow, I'm like, watch as soon as we pull off or as soon as we get back to school or anything, she gonna be like, oh, what's up, where you at? I gotta be a fortune teller or whatever the fuck it's called. Cause this, like, when I say I gotta be a fortune teller or tell the future, whatever the fuck it is, sitting there, I promise you, we had to sit out there for like 30 to 45 minutes. Like, no cap, we sat out there for like 30, 45 minutes off Rainbow. And I tell dude, I'm like, okay, you just drop me off. As soon as I get in the fucking house, I get a text or a call or something talking about, oh, where you at? Bitch, are you serious? Like, you can't be dead ass right now. She do that, bro. I ignored that bitch because at this point, you can't say I didn't try to fight you. You can't say I didn't tell you. You can't say I didn't pull up. You can't say none of that shit. Originally, I was like, I'm over it. Like, bitches really don't want to fight for real. And I'm not finna keep pressing no bitch who don't want to fight. Like, do they want to fight? Because I know if you say anything slick, I'm just going to sock you dead in your shit and now we fighting. At that point, you don't have no more talking. Like, you don't have no more talking points. Your points is all ran up. Like, all right, cool. You know, I'm just going to catch these bitches on another day. I'm going to go back over there when I just pulled up and recorded it and you bitches didn't answer. Now, like I get, like, it be them people that be like, oh, I pulled up. You didn't pull up. You literally pulled up, sat there for 2 minutes and pulled off. You know, when I pull up, I'm going to pull up, sit there for a minute. Just in case you went to the store or something, I'm waiting for you to come back. You need some help with your groceries? Because I'm going to swing one across your motherfucking head. One of them. So I didn't go back to school that day. So I think it was like the weekend after. Like, that was like the weekend or something. All I know is I didn't get confronted about the situation. Then, I was in my counselor's office like a couple days after it happened, whatever. Our officer, because we had an officer at our school, he comes in the damn thing. That man looks so fucking good. Like, and if he ever sees this, I'm sorry, but you knew this. And you knew we was all looking at you. We was all up in the office. We didn't give a damn about what you was working on. He's white and then like he's tall too with like colored eyes. You know, he tatted. Like, only officer I would ever speak to. Like, ever speak to for real. Like, but I ain't snitching. You got me bet. I don't do no snitching. You get to look at him because he just look good. So he comes in, he sits down. I'm like, oh, hey, you know, I'm all happy, go yummy. Like, no, it's not one of them conversations. Oh, okay, check. Like, damn, just shot my shit down. He was like, oh, so you went to Hot Cheeto's house? I said, yeah. He looked confused, but I think he wasn't confused. It was more like shocked because it was like, I don't think he expected me to say like, yeah, so confidently. Nigga, yeah, I went to her fucking house. Like, what the fuck you thought I was gonna do? He's like, Why did you go over there? I said, cause that bitch was talking shit and she was about to get beat up. Like, why would you go to her house? Then this man talk about I went to the wrong house. I went to a secret FBI agent house. Nigga, first of all, why would you tell me that? Why would you tell me the FBI worked? Or why would you tell me the FBI lit up? Like, what was your point of telling me that? That sound mad stupid. I know who house I went to. I went to her house. Yes, went to her house. I know what her house looked like. I know what the inside of that bitch looked like. I know all the doors to get in that motherfucker. I know all the windows. I know her house. I know her fucking house. The neighbors got you on camera. Nigga, I already knew the neighbors had cameras. I don't give a fuck. I've been talking crazy like Tough Tony. I don't care. Just like, okay. Because he sees I really don't give a fuck. Like, I really don't. He ends up telling me, like, oh, if you go back to that neighborhood or you go back on her property, we're going to charge you. So if I touch her, I knew for a fact if I touched her, they were going to charge me with battery. And then if I went back to her house, they were going to charge me with trespassing. After that, I kind of left the situation alone. Bitches still didn't want to fight for real. Then when I asked Titan again about the situation, he was like, oh, he never touched her. They never linked up. She would always like hit him up talking about how she want to kick it and stuff like that. He was like, I don't even drive out there unless it's to see you. Shit like that. The story she was telling me sounded too, like, falling in the lines. Like, bitch. Me and him didn't really talk for real because I was feeling some type of way. But then, you know, he was still my man's after. And I know he didn't eat that little nasty fish tank because you can't go from eating, you know, cuisine to no fish tank. Like, yeah, that's what happened. I hope y'all all enjoyed this story time. This story time was actually mad funny to me because, like, when it was happening, I was being mad funny. Like, I was being funny when I went up to the house. I'm really like a smart ass, so it's not really shit you could say that's really gonna hurt me. I'm gonna damn near laugh at you or like flip it on you. I don't know. I'm just a smart ass. And shit don't be pressing me. But when it comes to mines, I'm like, yeah, about young boy. You ready to die about that dick, sweetheart? Is you ready to die about it? You ready to die about that dick? Is you ready to die about it? Like come on now. I hope all y'all enjoyed. Comment down below some more story times y'all want to get y'all because my life is actually very fucking funny. Also, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you're part of the exclusive family. And also make sure you post notifications on so you never miss when your girl upload because I'm already coming with the bangers and on period. Also, make sure you guys follow me on my social media. Y'all can definitely check me out on TikTok because I'm low-key going cool. Low-key going cool. Y'all can also follow my business page. It'll be in the description box as well. I think that's it. I'll see you all in my next video.